Hello, good evening, and welcome to One Page Rules, World War II, 15mm. So we set up our scenario and our army list. So the scenario is we've got a rescue from this building, hunkered down, is a local spy working for the Germans. So he's going to tell us who all the resistance people are in this part of Russia. So if we can rescue this guy, we get to find out who the partisans are. That's my MacGuffin. So, as we saw on the army setup, we have a squad of Germans. So it's a rifle company, basically reinforced with pioneers and 3 Panzerschrecks. Panzerschrecks are here behind. That is the HQ squad. That's got the main officer in. It's a rifle squad with medic. Pioneers are here, and that's the setup, 12 inches in. And we also had notes that we had one squad already set up in ambush position on the table. So that's those, and they are 9 inches away, pretty much from that object. So that's good. Because we played to the host game, capturing the object within 3 inches of it. It says you've got to own it completely for 2 turns. So, and then that way that gives them time to get out. So we shall see how that plays out. On the other side, the Russians have 4 companies, because when I put the armies together, I misread the notes that said the Russians were also a reinforced company. So we have, that's their T-34, and then 2 rifle squads. This one contains the pointy guy, which is the officer. Then on a flanking maneuver, we have another squad and another squad. So they're going to swing in. These guys are probably just going to come straight down the road. The other wrinkle is, so I have to play the Soviets. They do not want to commit. They're going to be trying to hit and fade, tie the Germans down, and cause casualties with minimal losses, which is completely not Russian, but hey. But that's the way I got to play them, because that's the standing orders this side of the table has. And the nice thing about generating those kind of standing orders is, instead of, you don't play yourself per se, you play against a set of orders. So Germans are my side, so I can do what I want with them. Although I could have rolled up standing orders for them too, and really tied my arms behind my back, but I want a little bit of freedom. So Germans, I can play how I like. These guys are going to try and do hit and run, fade, I guess. So this is just a recon advance. So let's see how this plays out. The other wrinkle I'm doing is the fog of war. So I will be using the bolt action dice to see who goes when. So I'll be using the bolt action dice to see, each has 5 units, so there's 5 of each dice in here, and I will pull them out, and then that's the order that the units will move. So that could get a bit iffy. I think that's covered the specifics. So we need to have that for 2 turns, either the Russians or the Germans. And the Russians, try not to lose too many people. Don't take great risks. No charging and getting wiped out with machine gun fire. So let's start. First round. It said 6 to 8 turns. I'm guessing it's going to be 8 turns. Let's go 8 turns. That seems like a fair number. See how it goes. And the first move is Germans. So who am I going to activate? It's got to be these guys. So now with Grimdark Future, when I activate, I can either hold, which means they can shoot. I can advance 6 inches, and they can still shoot after their move. I can rush 12 inches, and they can't shoot, or I can charge 12 inches into melee. So what I should do, let's see if we can just rush to this building. Now I'm gonna call this hard ground. So hard ground is difficult terrain. Can't move more than 6 inches at a time in total. So because they can just about get to this building. And they're done. So next item out of the bag is going to be a Russian. Now the Russians on the scenario setup are doing a cautious advance, which means they can only move on their first move. They move in from off the table, and they can only do a 6-inch advance because they are moving on cautiously. Do we play the rule of double movement on roads? And I'm going to say yes, just to make roads more appealing. Here's the thing. Roads are open ground, so they're really dicey. So there's no, why would you use them? And the reason to use them is to have double movement. So I'm going to say yes. So although he's advancing, he's only moving, so which is 6. I'm going to double it because he's going to stay on the road. And let's bring him up to there. That's 12. And he can fire as well. So he's gonna pepper that with machine gun fire. Got a tank running down the road at him. That's not fun. So the tank has, let me see, medium tank has got a medium machine gun range 30 with 3 attacks. And the quality is 4, so I need a 4+. However, they're in cover terrain, so they get a +1 to their defensive rolls when blocking. So let's start with the attacks. 3 attacks from the Russian MG. They need a 4+. So he's got a 5 and a 4. There's 2 hits. The Germans defend. Let me see. Pioneer Squad have a defense of 4+, 3+ because they get a 4+ +1 on the dice. So 3 + 1 is 4. No, 1 they don't save. So they lose a guy already. He gets hit. Alright, next out of the bag. Another Russian. Gonna move 3 inches because that's all they can move this first round. Next up out of the bag. And this table's big when you're on your own wandering around. We got a German. Let's go. So they can do a rush of 12. And then double it because if they stay on the road, which is 24 tops, so they're going to leg it down this road to this corner. And we go street fighting, always fun. Next one, also Germans. We got these guys coming in from here, so these are going to move up. They're going to do the full advance 6. Just going to put them here. I'm going to leave them on the stand just because. That's them done. And this game just flows. Next turn is also German. No. Let's bring these up in support. Next up, we got a Russian. Move him. Let's get him to there, because it's road. Alright. Next out of the bag. Russians again. Next one out of the bag. We got our Germans. Oh, rush of 12. Sure, why not? Move them in there, that'll keep them in cover behind the wall. And the last one's gonna be the last Russian. Soviet, if you like. And we move 6. That's one pretty much done. First blood to the Soviets on turn 1. They're coming down that road. Most flankers, if they get into a position, could be nasty, but we'll see. Now we have turn 2. Germans. What's the range on a Panzerstreak? 18 inches. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we are going to move our pioneers in here, because that's 3 inches, and we then hope maybe at the end of this turn get 1 turn with a marker. Ooh, everybody falling over. And so if they've moved, they've done 3 inches which in advance, they could shoot. Do they really have line of sight through those windows? I mean, it's kind of abstract. They could see from these windows to their tank. Technically, I suppose, leaning out, why not? So we got 4 guys with rifles shooting on a tank. Why not? So the Pioneer squad quality 4, so they got a 4+ hits. Ooh, 3 hits with rifles on a tank. Tank is a 2+ save. Ooh, one of them dings in, so the tank has a wound. It has 12 toughness, so he's down to 11 toughness. And I was thinking about that, you know, when I was reading about, well, you know, what about on one-page rules with the vehicles and such? I guess it's kind of abstract. I mean, you're not going to blow up a T-34, but if you put enough fire on it, maybe you can get, you know, bits broken and get the guys to bail. You know, making it more of a morale effect than anything else. So, we shall see. Who's next? Oh, Germans. Oh, it's got to be the Panzerstreiks. You know what? Let's do them one at a time. So, let's pop him in there. He's got a straight line down to the tank. These guys are going to stay, what, they're going to be an inch away. Alright, let's pop them all in. There you go. 3 Panzerstreiks. And they get to fire. 18 inches. Yep. This could hurt. Quality 4+, so 4 to hit. That's 2 hits. Now they are armor piercing. So Panzerstreik team have AP2, so that's a +2 on the dice. Or -2 on the dice. So tank needs 2, 3, 4. No, 2 of them go in. And they do 3 points each, so that's 6 points of damage onto that tank. That knocks him from 11 down to 5. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, who's next? It's the Russians. Haha, we know what they're doing. Let's get him moved up to here, out of the way, and then he's going to open up on those Panzerschreckers. So he's got a medium machine gun. Attack 3. There's only 1 hit because he's got a quality 4, 1-4 there. And then the Panzerschreck team have a defense of 4+ and 3+ because they're in the building. No, he doesn't get any of them. But he does have a cannon, whether he's going to open up with. And I might house rule in. I don't know. I mean, they could fire HE, but according to the rules, you have to buy an HE cannon, but we'll see. So, attacks 2, medium anti-tank gun into that building. Quality 4, 4. That's 1 hit. And then AP is 3. So their defense of 4. Yeah. And no, that's not. One guy, 1 Panzerschreck down. Okay, who's next? Russians. Oh, how are they going to handle this? Well, we want to do attrition. We want to minimize losses, so they're going to be in cover. Rush 12, get behind this building. I think that's the way to go. There we go. Who next? Russians again. Oh, by the way, they're going to end up in the open. Let's bring them up with a tank. So if they go 6, he can fire, but they can't really see anything. 12. You know what, let's bring them behind this wall. We can use this wall as cover. Now these guys with the pointy guy that's got the officer, I got to remember that because they get better shots. So again, I'm probably going to forget stuff. See who's next. Germans. Oh, they ran so they couldn't fire. The Germans, however, no such problems. Now the question is, do we move the Germans into the... So if I move these, do I move them into the building? So that's going to be 6 inches. Wow. The difficult terrain units move difficult terrain at any point, can't move them more than 6 inches at a time in total. So they wouldn't really get in there. So what we're going to do, let's get him lined up against the wall. And he's got a machine gun. And then they're going to fire at these guys. So we've got, here we go, infantry on infantry. The infantry have 9 rifles, quality 4. Ooh, that's a lot of hits. 6 hits. That's rifle fire, 6 hits. The infantry have defense 5 plus, 4 plus because of the wall. All plus because of the wall, so they get 2 casualties. The rest are saves. 2 casualties there. So they also have big MP. Got a Spandau blazing away. So LMG attacks 3, AP 1. So 2 hits because it's 4 plus, 2 5 there. AP 1, so they get a 5 plus 4 plus because of the wall, 5 plus because of the AP. No, 2 more. 2 more casualties. Not good. Damn, this game is pretty lethal. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They haven't lost half yet, so no morale checks. I have to remember those 2. Who's next? Russians. This guy's got to leg it and get into some kind of firing position. 412. No fighting for you. Next out of the bag. Germans. That's hard. They're not going to be able to but they can. No more than 6, so they can get in there. Which is what they're going to do. They're going to take up 5 positions in this building. That's them done. Oh, Germans again. Who am we? Oh, the main guy's here. Now, what are we going to do with Mr. Officer? Well, they got a bead through there, but they're standing in the open like Egypts. Alright, this is it. We're going to chance it. So we're only moving, what, 6? So we're just going to do the advance move. Just leg it across the street. Yeah, I know we're way open, but although the MG should really just open up. We're going to MG 3 attacks on those guys. 12 inches. 4 plus. 1 hit. And 5 plus save. No. Oh, they dropped one of the Russians. While they're advancing. Ooh. And last but not least is this last Russian squad. Here we go. Alright, these guys have had 1 round with the objective. About that. So the Russians have got to get in there and contest it this round. Come hell or high water. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video, and we'll find out what happens next. And thank you very much for watching. Catch you later.